Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-14-2. It's the Tier 8 Soviet Arty, and it's on the north spawn of Mountain Pass, and it's being driven by Razerteck. And I do detect that that is the 203mm howitzer, and he's got the word Heroes on the side of his vehicle. Now, it's also known as the school bus, mostly because it looks like a school bus. But Razerteck is aiming down the ice road as his first target. As you can see, he's got a red line there, which obviously means that the rock is in the way. Something's obstructing the field of fire. He's extending his aim a little further, but that rock is definitely in the way, so he's not going to be able to hit that target, but he might be able to hit these targets over the far side here. There's an ELC Evan 90 and a Batchat 12 ton. And the Batchat 12 ton looks as if he's coming forward to a position where he can shoot and round out. Direct hit! 428 hit points. Beautiful shot. Picks up some stun assists straight away. That Batchat 12 ton, who happens to be a Unicum player, suddenly learned why it's not a good idea to face SU-14-2 because you'll always come off worse to a 203mm howitzer. Okay, T-54 lightweight coming up to the same lookout position. That's a very silly thing to do. He just saw his teammate get whacked. I think he's going to get the same treatment now. His Skoda T-50's moved in. We'll go for that one instead. He's gone unsighted. If he fires a shot, we'll see him, then we can shoot. Okay, we can't see him, so instead we're going to go for that TVP T50-51, which is a tier 10 medium. Oh, big hit! Splash! 481 hit points, but he picked up 365 splash assist. And there's the T54 and the T50 Skoda. And of course they were unsighted, so we couldn't take a shot without reasonable certainty that he was going to hit the target, because you only carry a limited number of rounds in this Arty, and he didn't want to waste a round. It's got 15 rounds of standard HE and 1 round of premium with a bigger footprint. Okay, he's lining up a shot on the UDES and the Skoda T50. Waiting for them to come into sight. There's the T-54 lightweight, but he can't hit him because he's too close and the rock face is in the way. But he can get a shot on this Skoda. And the T-54 lightweight is making his way forward. And he's in terrible danger there. And 325 hit points of splash. Okay, he's got a 35.5 second reload on this 203mm howitzer. It's the standard 203mm that a lot of the Soviet Arty had. Okay, his platoon mate has managed to do 404 hit points of damage. His platoon mate is Max Shepard, and he's in the Striv S1 up on top of the plateau. But now Razerteck's going to fire to the east. There's a whole bunch of enemy tanks making their way up this way. He's loaded, ready to shoot. Fires a round in and tracks that T10. Does 492 hit points of damage. He's going to have to pull back though, because they're making their way up here, and the Striv S1 is going to have to take over and try and hold them back, because he's got at least 17 seconds to reload now before he'll be ready to shoot again. But if he goes into this little dip here, they can't get behind him, but they're certainly going to be in the way of a 203mm howitzer, so they'll know that they've been struck. And we've got a Leopard prototype coming back to help, and they're trying to go up the rise. Oh, we got a shotgun! He took out that Waffenträger and the T10 with one shot. Beautiful play. That really hurt the enemy there. 2 kills, 1 shot. His teammates putting rounds into them. He's able to hide around this corner. He has been seen. Enemy Arty could fire at him at any moment, so he's going to have to keep moving backwards and forwards to avoid being hit by the enemy Arty, who happens to be a GW Tiger P. Okay, he can pull forward a little because that Conqueror can't see him now. And he's pulling back to take a shot just in case the Conqueror pulls forward. He's aiming. He's got a red line there, he's got a green line. Can he get a shot on the Conqueror? Well, not easily. He fires a round in, it stuns the Conqueror. Now there's only 5 enemy tanks left. 2 heavies, 1 tank destroyer, 1 light tank, and then the Arty. But they're all going to town on that Super Conqueror. He won't last very long. 1 more shot and he should be gone. I think he's hiding behind the rock. In the meantime, we're aiming at the ELC M90, which is the only remaining light tank. But there's a Gorilla. That's the tank destroyer that was on the enemy team. Gorilla 15, trying to line him up and round out. Long flight. Splashes the Gorilla. And I was saying that Conqueror isn't going to last very long, but he's still there. Oh, not anymore, he isn't. The Leopard just took care of him. And the rest of our force is now arriving at the enemy cap area, and they're putting shots into that Gorilla. Now, where is the enemy Arty? I would say it's the GW Tiger P, and that's the Tier 8 German German SPG. And there he is! Okay, he's up on top of the hill, line up the shot, let the aim contract, the reticule contract, rounds out, and direct hit! 440 hit points with 1 shot, and that ends the battle. So, let's have a look and see how we got on. And it's a first class tanker for Razerteck in the SU-14-2. He also picked up a Bombardier, as you saw when he took out 2 tanks, the T-10 and the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV on the way up the to the plateau on the north end of the north cap. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to pick up 10 during that battle. So a pretty good battle overall. And a win rate of 3908. Very effective. Let's have a look at team scores. Well, he didn't get the highest amount of damage. That went to the Leopard prototype. He managed to get 2,765 altogether. But the highest scorer, funnily enough, was the T10. He managed to get 2,809, but he didn't pick up the high caliber for some reason. Maybe that wasn't 20% of the enemy hit points. But when it came to kills, he was right at the top of the table with the Samur SM. They both had 3 kills, Razerteck and the Samur. And when it came to base XP, he was top of the table with 1,036 experience points altogether. And that's quite a bit more than the Leopard prototype. So let's have a look at detail report. Well, he fired 8 rounds from that 203mm. He got 3 direct hits, 3 penetration, 6 splash, damage of 2,679 hit points, of which 2,325 were at more than 300 meters. He hit 7 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and he caused damage assistance of 363 hit points and stun assistance of 745 hit points off 6 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 45,815 credits, and after ammunition resupply and consumables, he still had 10,535 credits left over. He received 1,554 XP, but it was ×2 for the first victory of the day, so he ended up with 3,108 experience points altogether. Pretty good Bombardier there, Razerteck. I love the style of actually hitting them on the way up the hill. They weren't looking in your direction. They were looking to try and kill whoever was up on the rise, and they paid for it in a very, very big way. Good kill. So, if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.